Hello and welcome again in this new section. So in this section, we're going to take a deep dive into Prism Central, one of the most powerful components in the Nutanix ecosystem. Now, if you've been working with Nutanix cluster, you're probably familiar with Prism Element, which manage individual clusters. But as your infrastructure grows and you start managing multiple clusters across different sites, you need something more sophisticated. That's exactly where Prism Central comes in. So in this section, we'll explore four key areas. First, multi-cluster management. That means how Prism Central gives you a unified view across your entire infrastructure. Second, we have dashboards and analytics, the powerful insight you can gain from your environment. Third, the airbag and user management. That means how to control access and permission at scale. And finally, the projects and resource quota, managing resources efficiently across teams and departments. By the end of this section, you'll understand not just what Prism Central does, but why it's essential for any enterprise Nutanix deployment. So let's get started. So let's answer the fundamental question, why Prism Central? Think of Prism Central as your command center of the entire Nutanix environment. So let me walk you through its core functionality. First up is multi-cluster management. The description here says it perfectly. It's a single pane of glass for all clusters. So what does this mean in practice? Well, imagine you have a clusters in New York, London, and Singapore. Without Prism Central, you need to log into each one separately to monitor performance, manage resources, or make changes. That's not just a time consuming, it creates silos in your infrastructure. With Prism Central, you monitor performance across all sites and manage resources centrally. No more jumping between interfaces. Everything is unified. Next, we have the Automation Hub. This is the native home for two critical tools, Nutanix Calm and Xply. Calm handles application orchestration. Think of it as your blueprint engine for deployment complex multi-tier application consistently and at scale. Xply handle infrastructure tasks automation, automating routine operation tasks, responding to events, and reducing manual work. So without Prism Central, you simply cannot use these advanced automation capabilities. Then third, we have the Security Center. This enables flow network security, Nutanix solution for microsegmentation. You can create security policies, monitor compliance, and maintain detailed audit trails in today's security conscious environment. This is absolutely critical for protecting your workloads. And finally, we have analytic and planning. This is where AI come into play. Prism Central use AI Ops, AI-driven operation for capability planning, anomaly detection, performance analysis, and cost governance. It's not just showing you what's happened now, it predicts what's going to happen and helping you plan accordingly. Now let's look at the comparison boxes on the right side of the slide. Without Prism Central, you stack managing each cluster separately, manually logging into multiple interfaces with limited visibility across distributed sites. But with Prism Central, you get a unified operational dashboard, advanced feature inlooks like Calm and Flow, streamlined upgrades, and lifecycle management. And notice this command center callout at the bottom. Prism Central is the prerequisite for all advanced Nutanix portfolio feature. This is key to understand the architecture. Prism Central isn't just nice to have. It's essential for unlocking the full potential of your Nutanix investment. Now that we have understood why Prism Central matters, let's get crystal clear on the distinction between Prism Element and Prism Central. This is one of the most common questions in the Nutanix training, so let's break it down feature by feature. So starting with scope. Prism Element provides single cluster management. It's your local control plan for one specific hardware cluster. The Prism Central provides multi-cluster management with a unified global view. It sits above your clusters and manages them all together. Think of Prism Elements as the manager of one store and Prism Central as the regional director overseeing all stores. Next, we have the VM operation. In Prism Element, you get the basics: create, read, update, delete operations. It's straightforward VM lifecycle management. But in the Prism Central, you get advanced management capabilities like categories for organizing VMs, smart search to find virtual machine quickly across thousands of virtual machines, and bulk action to manage multiple VMs simultaneously. So here is where the difference becomes dramatic: the automation. In Prism Element, not available. You simply don't have automation capabilities. But in Prism Central, you get Calm and XPlay, orchestration and playbox, in-lock infrastructure as code, and event-driven automation. This is alone justify Prism Central for many organizations. Next, we have for security, the Prism element offer standard airbag, that means basic rule-based access control with cluster level permissions. But Prism Central delivers flow microsegmentation, advanced network security policies that protect your workloads at the VM level, regardless of where they move. And finally, the analytics. Prism Elements give you real-time metrics, basic health and performance monitoring for that cluster. But Prism Central provides pro capacity planning, run-wide projection, anomaly detection, and comprehensive reporting across your entire environment. It's predictive, not just reactive. Now, look at this key takeaway at the bottom. This is crucial. While Prism Element handle the day-to-day operation of a specific hardware cluster, Prism Central is the intelligent control plan required for the advanced features covered in this course: automation, security, and governance. So here is how to think about it. Prism Element is the foundation, essential for basic cluster operations. Prism Central is the intelligent layer, essential for enterprise-grade management, automation, and advanced feature. You need both, but they serve different purpose at different layer of your infrastructure. So with this foundation in place, we're ready to dive deep into each of Prism Central's capabilities in the upcoming lesson. So let's continue. So great work. You now have a solid understanding of what Prism Central is, why it's matter, and how it's different from Prism Element. In the next lesson, we'll explore each capability in details with hands-on demonstration. See you there.